Okay, so here's raw vegan beginner tip number 2. Always stay prepared at home or when you're out of the house. Staying prepared at home means always have an abundance of fruit available. Buy lots of fruit, whatever you like, and keep a huge, as big as possible, fruit stash at home. If you don't have enough fruit at home and you're hungry, well, you're going to start looking at other food as options, and you don't want to go there. You want to keep a good stash of fruit available at all times. Make sure you always have ripe fruit available so that when you get hungry, you have food. And remember, we're living in a society where most people can find food anywhere, anytime, right? You always have some crackers lying around, or some bread, or you go out. There's food everywhere. But for someone who's eating fruit in today's society, it requires a bit of planning. And just to make sure you always have enough food and always are satisfied, you want to do some planning in terms of keeping fruit at home at all times. You can see our fruit stash here is looking pretty good. Got bananas, plantains, avocados, custard apples, mangoes, and a whole bunch of nectarines, which are in season right now, and they're super tasty. So we tend to make sure we buy a little bit more than we think we need, rather than buying just enough. It's always good to have more lying around, and maybe you go for a run or something like that, and you're a bit more active than usual and need more food. That sort of thing can happen. Plus, some of the food might not be good, and you throw it away. So always buy more than you need. Second is when you go out of the house. Make sure you bring food with you. You can buy food some places. Some places you can find ripe fruit in the shop, but usually it needs to ripen at home. So what I do is that if I go out, I always have some dates or dried figs or fresh fruit with me, but it's difficult to carry fresh fruit because it bruises very easily when it's ripe. So I tend to have dates as a kind of backup food whenever I go out of the house. So essentially the key here is do some planning. Keep thinking ahead so that you are always certain that you have enough food. Because when you're hungry, that's when you make bad choices usually in terms of food. And also it's no fun to be hungry, and all of your physical performance goes down when you're hungry. You don't want to walk around hungry. You want to be always good with food, eat enough carbohydrates to be satisfied, and always have enough fruit with you and at home. Subscribe for more videos, and stay tuned for raw vegan beginner tip number 3.